once there was like this guy from like Shanana, and his name was like John, and like John one day didn't have like time to like think like ever, but one time when he did, it like saved his life. So one day like John was like walking, and the king was like, "I need you to go teach my people how to learn and stuff." And then John was like, "Okay, whatever." So he like went on this big journey to like Spain, and on his way, it was like 2 weeks later, and he was like still walking, and he met this like old beggar dude, and the old beggar dude was like all gross and stuff. And he was like, "Are you trying to like teach your people like how to learn?" And John was like, "Yeah, I am." And then he was like, "Well, all you have to do is like stop and think." And John was like, "Okay, I'm just gonna like stop and think and stuff." And so like he did, and like he was like, "Oh my gosh, I am so smart, like I don't even have to go to Spain." So he like walked all the way back to the king, and the king was like, "Did you go to Spain?" And then John was like, "No, I didn't have to, I'm just so smart." And then like the king was like, "Okay." So then he went to like and taught his people and stuff, and they were all smart. And then by the way, there was like this big fire in Spain, but it doesn't really matter because he would have gotten killed, but he didn't, so yeah. Okay, bye.
So, last week my sister died in a car crash, and what was really devastating about it was that I was there when it happened. I mean, the sign was clear for everyone to see, and I don't know whether it was a mistake. I don't know whether she did it on purpose, or I don't even know whether she just couldn't see the sign. But by the time I looked and I tried to call her name, it was already too late. And there was blood everywhere. But before my sister died, she was a very, very important person. And you all know that if you needed advice, and if any of you needed a shoulder to lean on or to cry on, you know that she was always there for anyone. But my sister always told me that she really didn't feel like she belonged, that she just felt like there was this wrong way sign hanging over her head, which I didn't really understand, because I thought she was such a great influence, such a huge inspiration in people's lives. But I know that one day I'll be able to celebrate her life and not live in the pain of her death.
When my grandfather was still alive, I used to play baseball, and since we're really Dominicans, we loved baseball so much. It's like our main sport. And I was really on the Red Sox, which is in the same little league, major league type of league. And it was a good team. Lost, won some games, and then I was told by my coach that I would play second base, but later in the game I was ready to play second base, but then I went in outfield, and outfield was not a good place to a position to be in, because if you had a good pitcher, then what's the point going outfield if no one was going to hit the ball? And I didn't like the position. I was tired of going over there, so I just quit. And a couple of weeks later or so, my cousin said, told my guy, texted my aunt in a Chinese restaurant, and said I quit baseball. And she told everyone, and she even told my grandpa, and I didn't even know how my grandfather felt that day.
I love my best friend. She means the world to me, and I hope I mean as much to her as she does to me. But about a year ago, I started going through a hard time, and she couldn't really understand that. So she started pushing herself away from me. And as much as it killed me inside, I knew I had to let her go because I had to let her find her own way. But as I lay awake at night, I thought whether it would be the best thing for me to let her go. And I finally realized that I couldn't function if I didn't have her in my life. So I fought for our friendship. And as time went on, it wasn't quite the same ever again. But was it worth it? Definitely.